Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So how well do you know yourself? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a few questions that you can use to determine this. So let's get started. We all have two personas. One that we talk about it all the time, we show to others, and we sort of talk about it on our social media. And the other that is known only to us. But then that is a generalized statement and has its flaws. For starters, it is very difficult to know 100% about yourself unless you invest considerable amount of time and energy into it. We often spend long time wishing we were someone else or be what others want us to be, that it's easy to lose sight of who we truly are. Self-knowledge is what our traditions and cultures preach is the path to nirvana. But it is difficult and time-consuming. And who has time really these days, right? In psychology, it refers to as an actual genuine information one possesses about oneself. This includes information about our emotional state, our personality traits, our relationship and behavior patterns, our opinions, values, needs, goals, preferences, everything that is uniquely you. We do make an attempt to learn a bit about ourselves, especially in the professional front. We learn to understand what our strengths and weaknesses are. And some of us even deep dive to learn how we would want to lead our lives and set goals accordingly. But mostly, it is from a professional standpoint, especially between the ages 18 to mid-30s. Self-knowledge is a reflective process. The more you know yourself, the more clarity there is. Self-knowledge has no end. You don't come to an achievement. You don't come to a conclusion. It is an endless river. And like I said before, it takes dedicated effort and an intention to truly understand your own self. And if you have this intention, you can start by asking yourself these questions. The questions I'm about to share with you are meant to help you think more about yourself, your daily habits, your nature, and your interests. There is no right or wrong answer to these. It's purely to help you reflect. And they are fun too. Here you go. If you unexpectedly had a completely free afternoon, what would you do with that? How much time do you spend looking for things you can't find? Do you find it easier to do things for other people than to do things for yourself? Do you envy anyone? Why? What did you do for fun when you were 10 years old? Do you still do that activity? Why or why not? Is there an area of your life where you feel out of control? Why is it so? Do you work constantly or think you should be working? Do you embrace rules or flout them? Do you keep your New Year resolutions? What would your perfect day look like? What's more satisfying to you? Saving time or saving money? What would you do if you had more energy? If you suddenly had an extra room in your house, what would you do with that? What people or activities energize you? Is it hard for you to get rid of things that you no longer need or want? How many hours of sleep do you need? What is one accomplishment that would make the biggest difference to your happiness? Is there an activity that you love to do yet somehow never seem to do it? Do you like to get attention all the time? Is anything you love on hold in any aspect? Good ones, right? And like I said before, the idea of these questions is to help you get started on the reflective process. And if you practice mindfulness along with it, you will discover amazing things about yourself as well. So, what do you think of these questions? Do let me know in the comment section below, or do reach out to me in any of the social media platforms that I'm in. Thank you so very much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next week. Until then, stay home, stay safe.